Pink tree down there. What the hell?
Redbud.
Pink tree down there.
Oh, I love redbuds. Redbud.
Alright, to the house.
Boat ramp.
What will you steal?
Ben, do you know the way to the house from here?
I can pull the directions once we leave the campsite.
Yeah.
But my map would be like, what the hell are you guys doing? Because we're just driving around.
It'll be like, make a legal U-turn.
I'm glad like Google Maps doesn't snitch on you and do some obviously illegal shit. Like you do an illegal U-turn and to be like, you're constantly notified by your location. Let's slow down there, Josh.
Josh?
So we're flying into the fucking river.
Oh my god.
Josh?
We have to go all the way back. No way.
Yeah, I know.
This is a cool spot too.
Oh wait, yeah, what the hell is he growing down there? Is that like a reed or is that cattail?
Both probably.
Or something. Playground.
No, Josh, no.
And
Josh, you gotta
rail,
wait.
not
You
rail,
gotta
this
wait,
guy
Josh.
is-
And a mysterious.
Can you look
trail.
forward on the road, Josh?
I am looking straight
You are
forward
the
on the road.
shittiest driver.
I
You
would
almost
like to
killed
see
someone.
You guys drive.
Give me the keys then, nigga.
Yeah, for real.
No.
Yeah, exactly. I can drive better than you
I don't care.
like this. Recording and holding with one hand.
I don't have my license yet. I can't drive.
Speaking of which, do you have your unrestricted license, Josh?
Oh, where I can have multiple people in?
Yes.
No.
Nah, so biggie.
So don't get pulled over.
Whip it.
Yeah, don't get pulled over though.
I only ever break one law at a time. That's why I have drugs in my pocket.
Yeah, that's why you never wear a bulletproof vest and rob somebody.
Exactly.
Why? Is bulletproof vest illegal?
Because you're only committing multiple crimes at once.
So you can't wear a bulletproof vest while you're committing a crime.
Oh.
Also, like poppies and not poppies, fucking yeah, it's no poppies. Tulips. That's what they want. Tulips.
Oh. What about him?
That's a cool tree.
Oh, look at this. Look at that sky. Skylight. Looks kind of cool. Oh boy. Oh, that means we have to go back through that fucking drowned out bridge.
Hell yeah.
Weren't you the one that was worried about it because you didn't want to?
Hell yeah, brother.
This time I'll go faster though. Shit.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry about that
All because
one.
you were trying to put a fucking bandana on. Drive, ho.
I was just putting it on my neck.
On your
Josh,
face?
I have a lovely idea. Let's put a bandana on while I'm going straight on a curved road.
On my
You probably
face.
drive better with that bandana around your eyes.
Please don't get my So you see how he's laughing? He's fucking wanting to do it.
He's like, yeah.
What a good idea, man.
You do it, I'm gonna fucking rib check you.
I'll drop my window when we go for that big fucking thing. To be the leather seats, right? Leather loves water.
That ticket's about to get on my list.
Well then let's keep talking and make conversation. Ben, how's your life been?
Right now, it's alright.
Yeah?
It's pretty cool.
So you're like a world-class fighter kind of person, right?
I'm ranked number 1 in Kyunghee's University Junior 3 division.
Okay.
It's kind of specific, but yeah.
Yeah. But rank number 1 in anything is great.
Thank you.
Have you traveled places to fight?
Yeah, in August, I went to Pyeongchang, which is in South Korea.
Yeah.
This is when the last Winter Olympics were to fight. And
That's the one in like north of Seoul, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, I'm scheduled to travel to Chicago, but with the pandemic, I actually might not be going.
It might be canceled or your parents don't want you.
Canceled.
Yeah, it would be canceled. The plane flight would be over. Because there's this fucking lady that went from Italy to O'Hare Airport in Chicago, knowing that she had the virus, and she just kind of stayed there. She then went to her sister's house and stayed somewhere in Chicago, and then took an Amtrak all the way to fucking Missouri and just stretched the virus like all across her state. And so they had to quarantine everywhere that she went.
Wow.
I feel like she should get charges for that if she don't really have it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, if it was like, if you knowingly had like HIV and you spread it around, you don't get charged for that.
You do.
Do you?
If you have HIV and you tell have sex with somebody, then first like, oh yeah, I have HIV, you can legally take them to court for that.
Oh.
You can charge them for damages.
But you can sue them for it, but you can't make them go to jail for it.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
What's the charge?
It's just like knowingly infecting a person.
Biochemical warfare.
Biochemical warfare.
But in California, you get a longer like it's worse legally to misgender somebody than it is to knowingly get someone herpes. Or like not herpes, AIDS.
Oh wow.
We got the Crunch Doritos.
Oh fuck, we already eating all the chips. And the
There's
Doritos are
2
the
more
worst.
bags.
Holy shit!
Fucking darkies.
Fucking, are those turkeys?
Slow down.
Feed them a Cheeto.
Slow down.
No,
Slow down,
Gosh.
dipshit.
You fucking. I was gonna chase after me, you fucking dyke.
Bro, feed them a Cheeto.
It's very illegal, but it's okay. I fucking recorded him running like a dipshit.
Look at that one just running. Ah!
All of them flew that way, and that's the only one who was still there.
That's the fucking Josh turkey.
The retard that can't avoid danger.
Just don't hit it, please, Josh. You're gonna make it swerve in the road. It swerves like
Fucking
Josh.
Idiot.
I don't think it's that old, so it doesn't know what to do.
No. And Josh is over here honking at it, making it swerve worse than him.
Scare it into the forest or something so I don't run it over on accident.
Just don't run it over.
Okay, that's also an option.
It's the size
It
of a
could
fucking
just
dog.
go going in the road and then I don't have time to stop.
I mean, I guess we can turkey for tonight instead of cheesesteaks.
Or
Turkey
we can just put turkey
cheesesteaks.
on the cheesesteaks.
Ah, smart.
If we have extra money, can we like stop by like a Walmart and get a small thing of toilet paper and some fucking hoagies?
We got to But I'm
y'all?
also down for the hoagies.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. That sounds like a good idea.
Cause on the way here we went through Ardmore, so there's bound to be a place there that had stuff.
Oh yeah.
We haven't seen a deer yet. That's so crazy to me.
A little. But we saw turkeys, so I'm okay with that. This is very serene though.
As soon as I see that water bridge, I'm fucking flooring it.
Okay, Ben, so what martial arts do you fight in? What is it called again?
I competitively fight in Taekwondo.
Okay. And Taekwondo is an Asian martial arts, right?
Taekwondo was invented by Korea to specifically beat China and Japan. They had
Right.
influence from both, which is where they got kicking from Kung Fu, but they had punching from karate.
Right.
Actually, right now, I've been talking to the scientist at the Olympic Training Center, and he's actually saying that there's a group of Koreans that tried to avoid Chinese persecution, and so they fled to Okinawa, not Japan, because they are very much different people. Okinawa people hate Japanese people.
Yeah.
Japanese
Right.
people hate people from Okinawa.
Yeah.
But they believe that Okinawans are very genetically similar to Koreans, and thus Taekwondo was invented, and someone from Korea went to Okinawa and then developed karate.
Oh, wow. That's actually cool.
Yeah, they first started figuring that out though because they were like, oh, Okinawan architecture is very similar to Korean. How strange.
Yeah.
And there's also like, this doesn't relate to this at all for your area. There's a group of people on Japan that are like they're considered the natives, like the native people of Japan, but it isn't the Japanese. They're fucking white. Like the native people are white. If I have like black person style hair,
What?
yeah, they're way taller than the average like Japanese person.
Where?
How many of them are there?
Not a lot. It's really is like American. It's American Indians.
Weird.
Oh, cool. Well, I guess that would make sense because when the land bridge from like Russia and Alaska,
Yeah, they just got that ever genetically diverse like matched.
that's probably where they'd go because it's really close.
Like genetically, a lot of like the Native American population is really closely related to Siberians.
Yeah, because they probably moved so much. Human geology. No, that's not right.
Human geology.
That's not
The
right.
word you're looking for is anthropology.
Yeah, there you go. trying to think of the word.
Human rock studies.
Shit. Have you heard about the story of like the Black Samurai?
I have.
Yeah. Where like he was a slave, but then he worked his way up to be like a fucking badass samurai.
Yes.
Because he was like bigger than everybody else. He was always better than everybody else.
You guys know, there was a time period where a Japanese samurai could have traveled to the Aztec Empire.
Yes. I find that crazy.
And the Egyptians could have gone to Colombia and got mammoths.
The samurai actually used guns for a little bit. Like, they were by no means not against guns. It was really cool. They actually, because, you know, they only had muskets, so they couldn't go very far through the body or whatever.
Really dinky muskets.
They would basically make bulletproof shields out of wet bamboo. So they just stack wet bamboo and then probably some leaves, some wet leaves, and whatever. But yeah, that's what they'd hide behind.
I thought the samurai were good shields. Is that just is that like a misconception, or do they just prefer?
They obviously were in the beginning, but at a certain point, every single dude has to. Like, if you go to me and you're like, oh, you know Taekwondo, what's gonna happen if I have a gun? I'm gonna get fucking shot.
Right. Right.
So you go to a samurai and you're like, oh, you have a sword. What if I have a musket? They're gonna get shot. So then they pick up the musket and use
Oh, there's a tiny duck right there. There was a duckling that was so fucking cute.
That's adorable.
Oh, I fucking missed it.
I missed it too.
Right. Yeah.
That's it, boys. Poo-poo point.
I find Japanese like history very rich and very cool to look at.
You thought what?
I said I find Japanese history very rich and very cool to look at.
The beginning is pretty fucking funny, though.
Yeah.
Oh, like all the warring like states or clans or whatever,
When I
right?
say beginning, I'm more meant like when they began to actually interact with other people, and they're like, oh shit, gold? Now we need to use rice.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Or like how fish, so like sushi was just pickled fish and rice.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
But no,
here,
it was like pickled rice with fish around it.
oh, here it is. Is this the bridge?
Yeah, that's the water.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, you mean the one that has the slipping vehicle sign on it?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Because it's rushing water. That's what the sign was, dipshit.
What are you talking about?
That way.
Already going right.
That way. Left.
There we go.
I drove perfectly.
Because you were going right. You were going to go in the fucking
No, I
mountain.
wasn't. I was watching the yellow line.
No, me and Raiden both saw you.
I was watching the yellow line, stupid ass.
How could you fucking
It's
see
a
it?
2-to-1 vote.
Yeah.
That is true. And if anyone here knows right, it's me.
What?
I don't know. They say it's the Indian or something.
Yeah. That's actually one of the Native American abilities. They can just know right, essentially.
I know exactly when I'm going to move right. Pisses me off.
I don't know if I've already said this. I didn't know that the Aztecs, they weren't like a full empire. They're like a group of like military alliances that
Yeah.
formed like a coalition kind of thing.
Because they kind of had like a larger city-state themselves, and they had like a really
Right.
good military force in that city-state, and they'd be like, hey, join us or die. And there was really no negatives to joining it. Like joining
Yeah. Because they were because I guess they weren't like ruthless leaders. Just
No, because like once you joined them, you got the benefit as if you'd always been there. Like, they'd bring you food, they'd help you
Yeah.
out if you were starving, they'd bring you food.
Mongolians.
No, Aztecs.
Oh, Mongolians did that too.
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh yeah.
Mongolians and Aztecs are basically like different coin, or like same
Yeah,
coin,
yeah,
different
yeah.
size.
Except the Mongolians have like the genetics in everybody. Because you know they fucked a lot.
Even I'm related to fucking Genghis. Things bomb. And always this kind of makes me sad though to like hear about like Genghis Khan's empire, then his sons, and then his grandson, and then how his like his great grandson just shitted it away.
Yeah, Kublai was kind of a fucking weirdo.
Yeah, wait, how did you shit it away?
One of the fucking Khans. Basically, they just like started losing their influence, and he was like, "Well, fuck," and just kept like he was like the fucking. I'm trying to think of like a.
The Mongolians had horses, and they were very, very good at being a nomadic tribe. And they were specifically good at winning fights against the Chinese because they could shoot their bows off their horses.
Right.
They made these really small bows that were called recurve bows that actually bent backwards, so they could put more power into a smaller bow, and then just learn to shoot them off a horse that would fucking kill people.
Yeah.
But past that, once they set up an empire, they're like, oh, now we gotta actually do empire shit.
Yeah.
They weren't very good at it.
And I'm assuming the Chinese, like that Great Wall, did help out a little
But
bit.
it didn't do much.
Nah.
My favorite part about the Great Wall is how instead of using like mortar or anything like that, they literally stuck it together with sticky rice.
Yes.
Because they probably had an abundance of that.
Yeah, but it's also, you're holding together a wall meant to keep people out with rice.
Very Asian thing to do.
I'm just
Really?
curious as to like, because I definitely think the Chinese probably definitely outnumbered the Mongols, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because the Chinese probably outnumbered everybody at that point in time, like in the world. So I'm just curious. I guess the horses were a big advantage to the Mongols.
Massive.
Being
Well, and they had amazing bows.
yeah.
Bow, like once bows were really starting to get like taken off and perfected, sword warfare mostly died.
Yeah. Like with the English longbow and
Yeah,
shit
well,
like
even
that.
like the samurai towards the end, they didn't really even like they had swords for just in case, and it was just a bow.
Swords for like maybe duels.
English longbows were fucking hard to pull back though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
They
real.
find skeletons whose like bones will be bigger on their arms, specifically from pulling it back so many times.
Yeah, because everybody thinks that like all the archers are just pussies, but like they're probably stronger than the guys swinging the
Yeah,
swords.
and arm wrestle and archer get your ass beat.
Yeah.
When the crossbow was invented, is considered the end of swords.
I would
Sword fighting.
I would probably agree with that. Yeah. Or it's
Because at
pretty
that
close.
point, because you have a slight chance of winning if someone has a bow and you have a sword.
What
The
is
moment
well,
someone has a
'cause a sword and
crossbow,
shield, right?
the moment someone has a crossbow, because it's just
Well, that depends on what crossbow though, because there were those like the first ones that came out.
The
where
Chinese ones?
you had to like wind it though.
Yeah.
Well, also like
Or like when the Chinese put firecrackers on 30,000 fucking 30,000 fucking arrows on a goddamn box.
the
Yeah.
the huacha.
Those were fucking.
Is that right? The huacha.
I know that's part of it, but I'm pretty sure it's like a one sheet.
I want one of those in my house.
Yeah. But they can do like a confetti cannon.
I want a bunch of just like siege weapons that are like not life size, but they're not like miniatures.
Right.
They're like dog sized or something.
I like that.
So my cat could invade Europe.
Yes. Your cat can definitely do it too.
Like, my cat would beat the shit out of the Euro.
Do you think it would ever be possible for a gigantic ass highway to be built from like the U.S. to Europe?
I mean,
Probably not. Just because of like the ocean currents towards the bottom and towards the top, the differences in direction and like how high it's gonna be, you would need
How
insane
deep it is.
architecture. Yeah.
anything is a possibility though.
Yeah.
That's true.
More than big bridges, I'm really interested in fucking space elevators.
Yeah, 'cause that's physically
Yeah.
possible.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could have one from the Earth to the moon.
All you'd have to do is
just
carry some big ass fucking cable to the moon, and now you've got a space elevator right
Yeah.
there.
That's a big cable though.
Yeah.
But it is physically possible. So is donut planets.
How is that possible? Like, what's keeping it up?
It's okay. No, you attach it to the moon and leave it loose on Earth. And because of the gravitational pull, it always is yanked towards Earth, so it's always taut. And because the moon is spinning, it just moves it out. You just can't have it actually nailed to Earth.
Yeah.
Then you'll just break your rope.
Oh, I see. That's actually cool.
And then you can like, if you use a,
Imagine one day a rope, you're just driving and a rope from the sky just bounces off your windshield.
Yeah.
what the fuck is those railguns? Is a railguns the one that like use like magnetic forces to throw rounds?
Yeah.
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 If you put like a station on the moon, you can build railguns that are designed to throw ships like into space before they even turn on their engines to save a shitload of fuel.
That's fucking cool. Do you think we would colonize the moon or Mars first?
We should colonize Mars or the moon first if you want to get to Mars.
Just like as a test run.
Yeah, but like we should build like a landing station because you need infinitely less fuel to get to the moon than you do to Mars. You get to the moon, you use the railgun concept to launch the rest of your ship to Mars.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be much cheaper fuel wise.
These guys don't know how to walk on the road.
These are pretty.
Dusted off tails, so like, don't talk to them.
You walk with your face towards opposing traffic, so they should have been walking.
So they're gonna walk backwards.
No, you walk on the left side.
You walk on the left side of the road. That way you can see the cars coming. They're not to your back.
You could also walk backwards. That works too.
Okay.
Spin.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. All right, where are we going from here?
All right, let me pull up these fucking dams.
Yeah.
I believe it's this.
got the big green sign.
So do you want me to find like nearest Walmart, or do you want to go back to the airport?
Let's find the nearest one.
Yeah, it'll probably be in Ardmore.
It's
Hopefully.
8.8 miles away, and yes, it's in Ardmore.
Nice. Yeah, I
You
mean,
went straight for a minute on this.
I think if we colonize the moon, how do you think? What do we colonize it for? Military purposes, tourist purposes,
company purposes.
economically? Like-
the moon is ridiculously rich in heavy earth metals. Like what would you consider rare? Like platinum, titanium, plutonium, uranium, gold.
It'd be just abundant there.
Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculously abundant
Yeah,
because it's just meteors coming in and smashing it. It's insanely easy to mine.
yeah.
So it would most likely be for monetary purposes. What's interesting about mining those earth-like metals? You're going to dwarf every single other production of it on the planet.
What do you think is the one thing holding us back from like trying
It's a
to do
long-term
that?
investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're more focused on the short term. It's hard to convince.
Well, I don't
like,
know. Like SpaceX.
SpaceX, yeah, man, that's not like a government thing.
Yeah,
And
It's-
we're going to need a government backing to get a permanent base on the moon.
you would need
What-
multiple nations to get together and say, okay, let's all get to the moon.
Not to
right
mention, I honestly, if you need to have people permanently living there to working the equipment,
Yeah.
because it's just not economically feasible to go back and forth every single time, right?
Well, or you could. I mean, because oh my God, Elon Musk. I mean, he does seem like the charismatic like CEO to be able to convince his workers like to do that, and I feel like his business is making enough money to.
I feel like there's
do
people
it
that
long
want
term.
to live on
I wonder who the first
Yeah.
person to smoke in space is going to
me.
be. Yeah.
Definitely
Yes.
someone who's white.
But like, so space travel is way more expensive than you realize.
No, I get. No, I know.
That is by every. So you know your base rocket with all the fuel.
Yeah.
Every pound you add is $1,000 and 100 more liters of fuel.
Yeah.
And an average spaceship from NASA is $12 million. And you're gonna need like dozens.
Not to
send
mention
back
all the
and
people
forth.
we were paying to keep watch on the
Keep
equipment.
watch and like people say you can automate it. Which
The
is
guy,
fine.
the guy who probably counts down from 10 probably gets paid like 100 figures.
Yeah. But like, even if you automate it, that could be fine and save you money. But if one part breaks, your whole operation is fucked. Like,
Yeah.
Like, send someone back up there. So at most, you're gonna have producing nothing for 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Right.
So you're gonna need people up there, which raises the issue that you're gonna need to house them. And there's a good chance they'll like start fucking.
Yeah.
And once they start giving birth, what country they're assigned to? Is it country of their parents? And
No.
then do they get visas? And
They
then
would
from
no
I
longer
would-
be Earthicans.
And then from there, like, is
It's
this
just
gonna
a
be
whole-
revolutionary
it's-
war? Are they going to become their own self-functioning colony if they get big enough?
Maybe.
There's also no political motivation for space travel.
Yeah.
Ever since the space race ended, there is no.
It's like no
That's
competition. Because India's going to fucking space now. No offense, India, but like, sorry.
It's a long step.
Fucking, yeah, offense to India. That is a shit country.
It is a shit country.
Fuck India though.
But
Low-key.
but they have a low coronavirus rate
Because
because.
they're all dying.
Dude, if it gets there like once, they're all just touching their faces and
But that's
sneezing
the
on
thing,
each
it
other.
There's
should've-
like 2 doctors. How the fuck are they
It
not
should have
identified?
gotten
Take a ride and get
it should have
used
gotten to India a lot
Not
quicker
here,
than it
though. Next
should have to
one.
the U.S.
Next one. Keep going.
I know. I just stopped.
Yeah, I was making sure.
Like
India is a fucking terrible country. Like, legally, their laws are retarded.
Oh yeah, definitely. I do agree with that.
Pretty cool with cows though.
Yeah.
Their laws on like rape is just fucking.
Yes.
What is it like?
Coolest part about India is their animals.
If you rape somebody, you like death penalty, right?
Not if you marry them.
Oh, actually.
Like, hey, can I marry this? And they're like, yeah, of course. And then, yeah, sure, fuck it. And then, even then, a lot of times they'll just throw the case out.
Yeah.
They're like, ah, she's a woman, she knows what she's talking about. They're like, ah, she's a young, she knows what she's talking about.
Right. They just have a lot of people. It's hard to keep up. They got like over 1 billion people there.
And like 2 working women.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Hey, fellas, what if we just shit on the street?
There's like 4 actually functioning laws.
And one of them is not don't speed. It's not one of the laws.
Yeah.
They're just like drive however you want.
Shit, there are people that drive scooters and they just go up on the fucking sidewalk and then back off.
Yeah.
They do it in Korea too. It's fucking freaky. Like you're just walking and then some dude on a big ass like Vespa passes you and it's your fault if you get hit.
Yeah. Also, the thing about Asia, I didn't know that Japan was like 99% Japanese.
Yeah,
They have nobody else there.
Which, that's Japan is very xenophobic.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after all that's happened, you know, I would like. I feel like the only like other percent are like any like university people.
Which, by the way, do you guys want to know why we bombed those two locations specifically?
They were manufacturing plants for us.
Also, there's not any military bases on in those two places. There wasn't.
No.
But if a Japanese soldier dies in battle, he's honored by his family, and that causes more people to want to fight, right? So how do you
Oh.
solve that issue?
Kill them.
You just kill their families.
That's fucking. We are horrible people.
You know, like we chose those cities because there were bigger cities we could hit. We could hit Tokyo if we really wanted to.
Yeah.
We chose
Honestly.
those ones just because they were like major manufacturing plants for boats and planes.
Ritual suicide is probably the third best way I would want to die.
Yeah.
Third. What's the
Ritualistic
second and
suicide.
first?
Oh my
My
God.
first is 9 Viagra and like fuck me through a minute and I have a heart attack and die.
Okay, that's respectable.
I want to eat every single element.
Probably just like an honorable fighting death or something.
Yeah,
Like with, like, a bear?
If I don't die, I'm gonna go warrior's death. I think I might actually when
You
I die.
sound like a Viking, but that's like the one thing you don't have inside of you.
Yeah.
It's just baffling.
I wanna go through all animals, the least the lowest on the food chain to the top of the food chain, and fight every single one of them and see how what animal I get to before I'm taken out.
I think what I want to do is whenever I die, like if I'm like on my deathbed or whatever, or I'm going to be dying soon, I'm going to take a record of all the coolest moments of my life, and then like all the other shit I want recorded, then I'm going to have them tattoo it on me in like an art style, and like that tells the story of what I've done in my life.
Oh.
Throw me in a swamp, so I become a bog body, my tattoos are preserved.
Kind of like the Moana, like that demigod
Yeah,
guy.
like
how
that,
he-
but like just cover my entire body, and then
Right,
give
right.
me like braid my hair, but like not like one big braid, but like you know how like Vikings that have like their hair slicked back and have like some braids in it, like that
Yeah.
shit. Then Dorn get my jewelry, my favorite weapons, probably some armor, and then just like throw me out in a bog and let me become a bog body.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll be from like fucking Etsy the Iceman. I would love a kid drawing. I would actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think okay. What if with my idea, what animal do you think you guys would get into? Going from least successful to most successful. So it starts out with pigeons and it ends out with like a mosquito with every single disease.
Oh, okay. Like successful in that, not like predatory wise.
Yeah, I thought we were fighting like apex predators.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apex
no, I thought you
predators.
meant, like,
But what kills the
earthworm.
most people?
But you mean like from
So
earthworms,
like animal, the one that kills the least most, or the one that kills the most.
So
mosquitoes
it
would
starts
definitely be-
it starts with like earthworms and like fucking pigeons, and then it ends with like bears, tigers, people,
Do you have
mosquitoes.
to fight like aquatic animals in the water?
Yeah.
No, can it be like knee
I'd
deep
probably
though?
make it to shark.
Yeah, can it be like knee deep?
Yeah, it's like waist deep water.
Okay. Yeah, I'd probably still make it to shark.
Yeah, me too. Unless
Maybe.
it was some cool shit where it charged me and I had to like grab its nose and lift my legs.
That's-
Okay,
that's-
sharks are bitches though, guys. You gotta remember, sharks
no,
are
we gotta
pussy
fight it to the
bitches.
death. We can't just scare it off.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, but if you punch it in the nose
Where's it
and then
gonna go?
corner it,
Yeah.
you just. Oh,
That's-
by the way, you have a weapon.
Of like one of our choice.
You have a weapon of your choice.
Like
yes.
a melee weapon, or you can't
Melee
pick-
weapon, no
Okay.
ranged weapon.
I would have like a steel bat that had one big fucking nail on it that came out like 3
Fucking
inches.
apocalypse style.
No, yeah, so I could just slam it into the top of something's skull and instantly kill it.
I'd have, I don't know, like his axe, like I'd have it, like whatever that handle was made out of,
Or
like
my
on a
tomahawk.
bat.
Can I have two? Can I fight with two swords?
Yes.
I can do that. Okay.
Oh, I use my whip and my tomahawk.
Nice.
You
Oh.
can have
Oh,
you can have up to 2 primary weapons and 1 sidearm.
All right. I got a Tanto blade and 2 frontal swords.
I'm gonna use my sword for my hallway and then my whip for my tomahawk.
I don't know. First off, Josh, you might want to get past this thing.
Damn, what is he hauling?
I don't know.
Probably like sand or something.
But enough to where it warrants like that person that truck all the way up there to warn people.
Yeah, that looks like a Final Destination trip. Hear that?
bad as you, Josh.
He's the shit. He's
You don't want to camp at the guest inn?
No.
You want to camp next to that fucking disgusting ass sign?
No, it's probably got more diseases than
Denny's
fucking
on
a
It has a Denny's on it, which is how I know it's fucking shithole bad.
One of the funniest places that I would want to get high is like on top of a billboard, like with chairs and shit, just like looking down.
Oh, yeah. By the way, all this, you're not fighting in like an arena, it's just in a Denny's that's slightly flooded.
I like it.
That's fucking stupid.
That is completely my favorite. Denny's is my natural habitat.
Yeah, so there is places that you can get up on top of, but like, there's also places to hide for animals.
I already told you guys like my weird ass story of the OU cheerleaders at Denny's.
No, what?
So I was pulling an all-nighter in this Denny's because they had like, they give you refills of coffee. So I was just sitting there and trying to write this long ass essay, and then I was just basically gonna go to school and turn that shit in. And so it's about like 5:30 in the morning.
Right.
Okay? And I'm sitting there just writing this paper, drinking my coffee, and fucking 4 or 3-ish cheerleaders walk in. And they, they're pretty cute, and they're
Yeah.
obviously the varsity of the cheerleaders. And they all sit down
Do we get
about
off
2
here?
tables down. No,
Oh,
we
okay.
got another 2.2 miles.
Okay.
And so they all sit down, and I'm like not listening in on the conversation, but I'm like, what the fuck are cheerleaders doing at 5:30 in the morning at this Denny's?
Yeah.
And I'm listening to them talking. They're like, what about this girl? No, she's too pretty. And then they're like, what about this one? They're like, no, she's too good at cheerleading. She's gonna make us look bad.
Oh
They're
my
like, okay.
god.
About 6 o'clock rolls around, and about 20 more cheerleaders roll in, and they're obviously going to be the OU cheerleaders, and they all vote, and they all immediately vote on who they want on the cheerleading team. So there is a secret society of OU cheerleaders who pre-vote on which, like, I don't know, other cheerleaders are gonna make them look the best, and that's who they pick.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you're trying to go to OU for cheerleading and you're actually fucking good or pretty, you're not getting it.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Or go to OU, but then, like, slyly.
Treat like your shit. And then get there and dunk on them.
Yeah. Oh, I could go for some Freddy's right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never tried like the Freddy's like fries and like the ice cream thing.
I've never tried
People do
Freddy's.
that?
I've gone
Yeah,
to
apparently
Freddy's.
so.
I've gone to Freddy's once and I got food poisoning. So.
Shit.
'Cause
Yeah,
they
but I've
clean
heard-
out the ice cream machine.
I've heard way better things about Freddy's. Oh, you want to go to Christie's Toy Box?
I mean,
My aunt's favorite store. Like,
You all know that's an adult toy store, right?
Yeah.